Hey everybody, Snipertheladiesman here. This is going to be another sort of channel update, and I actually haven't done one of these in quite some time. But a few things I kind of want to go on. Obviously, basically everything having to do with like Let's Plays and what's kind of been going on recently, and why there hasn't been any sort of my playthrough videos or anything of that sort. But as for what's to kind of come up next, unfortunately I still am trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. I don't really know 100% of what kind of next game, because I'll be honest, majority of the games that I played, I would say the first 2 years that I was doing videos on YouTube were pretty much the ones I wanted to tackle, you know? I mean, I did Kingdom Hearts, I did all the Sly Cooper games, I did Drakengard, and then as time went on, there's a few here and there that I wanted to play, like Spyro, Jak and Daxter, again, like majority of the time it's a lot of like my actual like favorite games ever, or ones I've just replayed many times before and I know a lot about it. But when it comes to something kind of new or different, I guess nowadays, that I'm still kind of figuring out. And again, I'm always open to I guess ideas from you, the viewers. I'm always open to any sort of ideas for games that maybe I should check out. Again, the only limitations I would say is if it's on a PlayStation console, because that's pretty much what I play. So if it's on either PS2, PS3, or PS4, let me know if there's something that seems cool that I should check out. Either chances are I'll have the game already in my possession, or if it's fairly cheap to get, and I've like looked up prior to about how the game is, how it's played. And if I like it just based off of that, then I'll see about actually like playing through it. But when it comes to sort of next, again, not really fully 100%, but obviously give me a sort of idea or insight that you feel is sounds like a good suggestion. One thing that's kind of been on the back burner for, God, about 6 months or so is, unfortunately, Indigo Prophecy. Now, I will be getting back to it, I really am, and I'll just kind of go through a very quick retrospective of why it's been on the back burner. I was, like, very far into the PS2 version of the game, and then I heard the PS4 version of the PS2 version of the game was coming over, so I decided to pull that back and get the PS4 version and then just play it on there. Well, I got it, I played through it a bit, and it's not like I'm bored about playing the same game again. It's not that, it's just, I don't know, like, I'm honestly, like, I'm getting stuck on parts. I mean, also I am doing it on the hardest difficulty, which, maybe wasn't really the best thing to do. Not on the PS2 version, but I decided to play on the PS4 version and see if that made any difference. Apparently it does make a huge difference. The QuickTime events have way better, you need way faster reaction time than you do in the PS2 version on, like, easy. I think I'm on easy or normal on PS2, but on the PS4 version I put up to hard, thinking it wouldn't really make much of a difference, and, well, I was horribly wrong. So, I will come back to it, and chances are at this moment I may just go back onto the PS2 version. I'm way further than I am on trying to catch up on PS4, so I'll just go back to the PS2 version, finish that game up, because I am legit interested in seeing how it progresses. So I will want to get to that very soon at some point. the next sort of thing is recently I finished finished a blind playthrough of Psychonauts, and again I want to emphasize that it was literally blind. I really didn't know too much going into it, and technically I did a full 100% playthrough. I was not expecting to, but I found myself liking the game so much that after I would play the game, especially at certain points, after I would be done playing the game, I would either go out and, you know, collect figments or stuff that I missed, or in some cases that I don't normally do for too many playthroughs, is play it back to back, day after day, for a couple hours here and there. I mean, technically, I had the playthrough done. What was it? I put up the last video about, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Almost. I want to say I put it up about 2 weeks ago. I had the playthrough done, I think, back in like middle. Do I want to say middle of October? Maybe. I want to say I roughly had the playthrough done, like actually officially done on my end, about like middle of October. So I played the game, maybe actually even sooner than that. But basically, I finished the game technically on my side a long time before you actually got to see it. And that just goes to show that I played it. I actually played it like 2 or 3 hours almost every single day. Maybe like a day here and there I kind of missed, but I love the game so much that I normally don't record that much in that short of a time period. But that playthrough is done. I really like the game. I cannot wait to see Psychonauts 2. I can definitely say I am a fan, and I can now see why it's so highly regarded, you know, as being a classic and an underrated game and a fan favorite game. I can now fully see why people have liked it, and people have been talking about it for quite some time. Mainly the reason why it's getting a sequel. You know, it took about 10 years for there even to be a sequel announced, and the game's actually not even going to be coming out until like later next year in like 2017 or something. So it's kind of around the corner, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so with what's exactly to kind of expect soon, I am tempted to kind of do another Let's Play poll. I'm kind of tempted to do that because I do like getting viewer feedback, even if it's not through like comments. I do actually like saying, you know, hey, here's a list of 5 or 6 games, you know, if 2 or 3 of them get like the most attention, then I'll at least know that, okay, there's some people who actually legit want to see these games. The other games that don't get anything, I kind of, you know, maybe say, okay, well, maybe I won't do those ones. And chances are the games that don't get anything are the ones that I just kind of threw in there because I was like, well, I'll play it if people want to, but if nobody votes for it, I'm not going to be like butthurt or sad about it either. That happens most of the time. But I did actually recently get, I would say 3 days ago from this recording. Actually, I think I'm going to be putting this up the very same day I'm recording this anyways. So, about 3 days ago, I got an eBay package of games, which I got, which came in with Dark Souls 1 and 2, as well as the I know I'm going into this knowing all well that this next game is terrible, but that's kind of why I kind of want to play it, because it looks so laughably horrible. The Duck Dynasty game. Now, yes, I can't believe, oh my god, you wasted your money on that? Yeah, but I'll tell you this, I got it for like $3. So even if I can have $3 worth of fun of how stupid it is, I'll feel like, okay, that was my money's worth. I'm good. But yeah, so it was that game as well as Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, because I've recently been starting to get into those games and or like, you know, playing Demon Souls and Bloodborne. So I decided to pick up the first 2 Dark Souls games, and I still haven't touched them yet, but there's an option, I guess, that for me as well as for you to comment, say, hey, that would be neat. But yeah, so I guess we'll kind of see what kind of happens with what I decide to choose to play. But I guess that will probably be it. So again, thank you all for listening, and once again, for any sort of comments that people want to give, for suggestions of games, or, you know, questions or anything of that sort, I'll be more than happy to answer back. And yeah, so I guess that's pretty much it. So once again, thank you for listening, and I will hopefully see you all next time in some new playthrough or Indigo Prophecy. We'll have to see.